everyone, it is LaDonna with Happy-go-Lowery's creation. Sorry I'm late. I was out trying to see the comet tonight, and my hair got a little messed up there, and I could not see it. I was so sad, but you know, it is what it is, and sometimes I just have to go with it. So I know that a lot of you do not want to see Christmas, so if you do not want to see Christmas items, I'm sorry. Scroll along, because I'm going to show a few little Christmas things tonight. So we are going to hippity hoppity on here, see if I can get anything to work. And then if we do, we can just get this going. We're going to do Christmas pot holder gifts with, of course, chalk. Oh, damn it. That's with, of course, chalk couture. I really wanted to do a pillowcase, and I also wanted to work on the resin, but I just don't have like everything with the resin. So I was like, dang, I should probably just wait and try and figure it out before I go live with it. I watched one of our up lines do it today, and it seems fairly easy enough, but I was like, I don't know. Transfers. So we will get this sent out, and hopefully everything will work fine and dandy for us, and then we can get on with this. So let's just see if this will do, because I never know. Lately it's like hit and miss what it actually sends out to people and what it doesn't. So I'd like to, you know, try and like share it out there. And then we can get this going here. I only hate when I'm on my laptop and I send messages out that then I have all the windows open, and I really hate that. Like, I really hate that, because then I have to close all those windows down, right? Well, Lazarus Sailor, I appreciate you being my biggest fan. So if you guys do not know what this is chalk couture. These are a silk screen transfer. We are going to use ink, and we are going to put designs on pot holders, and then we're going to give them as gifts. My son is in dialysis, and we like to give nice little gifts. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to hey, y'all can fight about who wants to be the biggest one, you know. So we are going to quick cut these. I was freezing standing outside trying to see the comet. I even got an app and stuff that's supposed to like show you where it is and everything. Hey, Tammy. But it was not showing me. And I don't know how cold it is out there right now, but let me tell you, it feels cold. I was like, we're going to start with these ones, and then we'll open up this next set too and do it. So I don't know how many of you actually wash your pot holders. I know a lot of people just, when their pot holders get kind of dirty, they just throw them away. A lot of times I don't buy a pot holder unless, what the hell? Unless I really like it. I've got like some really funky hair here. It's outside and that wind was starting to blow my hair around. So we are going to not fuzz these because, yeah, you're supposed to wash them. I mean, I always did. When the kitchen towels got gross too, I would just take them in the pot holders and I would throw them in. Now, the problem is with some of the pot holders nowadays is now they have this on here. And hey, Angie, and I do not know how well this will clean. So I'm going to put the ink on it, heat set it so that if they get something on there, they can just kind of like wipe it off. And that is what we are going to do. So we're going to see how much of this tree will fit on here. And I'm hoping to warm up here because I have the shirt on that we did the other night. And I think it turned out pretty dang darn cute. So if you were worried, you could put like a piece of cardboard in here to make it stiffer. So that you can, that it'll adhere better. Well, this one does not want to stick very well to this. I don't like that. But we work with it. So now because this is ink, I need to grab, we're going to do like shimmer copper and have teal. And I need to just find the green. So we have the candy apple and then the green. And we're going to use the green that we have open first. Because I'm telling you, you'd be surprised at how much ink is actually in one of these little packets. What happened to having all the comments on the screen? Well, I can see everyone on here right now. If you go to Dalton says that he recovered his deer thanks to the dog, and he stabbed it to death as well. Okay. But as far as I know, like I can see the comments from YouTube and that, so I don't know. Okay, so this one is actually dried, like done. So then we're going to take this pack, this pack, shake it up. I don't know, maybe you have to go to the my Prism app? I don't know. That's your job to figure out those things. Okay, so we're just going to squeeze a little bit of the green because I don't have green jars of ink. I don't know why. I just don't know why I don't. So we're going to take the green, and you do this just like any other transfer. You just hold it down. And the only different thing is that you try and only do your transfer in one direction. So you're only trying to push the paste in one direction. So you're not going up and down, hit and miss. Yeah, because I look on my Facebook and I do not see any of the comments except for Facebook. So I don't know. So we're just going to get this all down here. I'll be sure glad when I don't sound so stupid anymore with this cold that seems to be lingering forever. And now tomorrow we get to go to the hospital, and I am not going to like it that I'm going to be having this cough while I'm there, because, you know, people will look at you like, why are you here if you're coughing? Well, because I'm there to be with my son, so. Okay, so let's see how this one turned out. So now I just have to decide if I just want to put cookies in these, or if I want to what I want to do with these. I don't know, but I'd like to sprinkle glitter on these. I need to get this put away because this is too much stuff in my room right now. Let me just tell you, too much stuff. I want it to kind of look like snow. So just a little bit, and then we're going to let it set. Yep, just chatting away. Then we're just going to cut these little pieces, and we are going to do the white, and move you over. Oh, see, I even forgot to put on my little witch's hat. Because I have my Halloween shirt. I have my Halloween shirt on. You know, got a little black hair. And then we're going to do a little green. We're going to see if we can do a little green for the scarf. But we're mostly going to do this in white. This might have to get, this one, get layered. No, I don't have a new elf hat for this year. Oh my gosh. Why do I put these lids on so tight and then I can't open them during the live? Oh, Lord have mercy. I know why, because I really need to clean the outer edge of this. And sometimes you just gotta squish it back down in there and stuff. Then clean your tool off. But I have my Halloween hat that I could put on. Maybe that will help take over for, here we go. She's got to have her little thing up here though. So I was talking to my granddaughter Melody, and I had said to her, I really need her to finish her Christmas list. And she's like, but I thought you already bought no, my Christmas stuff. And I said, oh, I did, but I was going to get you a few more things. And she's like, oh. And I said, if you don't want the extra stuff, I could give it to spend the money on your dad. And she's like, how dare you assume that? And I'm like, well, send to you, Missy. And she's like, she's being like different. And I said to her, I said, you know, your grandpa knows what you got. Of course he knows what I have. And I said, and he's not going to tell you. And she's like, of course he's not going to tell me. And I am like, whoa, weren't you just a little bit? And she's like, Grandma. And I'm like, Melody. She just sometimes can be so funny. I think it's because she just got her phone back. I'm not even sure if she was supposed to have her phone. So I didn't talk for too long because I didn't want to get her in trouble. I was like, God, I don't want to get her in trouble, but yeah, she was like, my oldest is 12 and her sister is 6 now. It's like so weird to think that they are already that old. It's like, holy man. I mean, it doesn't seem, honestly, like it was that long that her grandpa and I were playing with her out on the porch where she was wearing her little fairy wings, and she's walking on the curb like she was on a balance beam. She was just so dang darn cute. Running up and down with those little fairy wings on, and just see how that looks. Yeah, she was just, you know, a little bit of a spitfire back then already, so yeah, sometimes I don't know, I wonder about her, but you know, we love them. So there we go. And I have to go back over his hat on the side a little bit on this one. So now we have this one. And then we have the glitter. And of course we're going to let this glitter so you have the tree, and see, it's not a lot of glitter, but it is. Oops. So we want just like that little bit of glitter on these so that it'll do just that little bit to do. Now you can buy like really super fine glitter too. I just don't happen to have any super fine glitter. So now we're going to let this one sit over here. And then we'll trim this one. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes she just gets into some kind of funk. She showed me herself with like a sheet over it and sunglasses, and she's like, failed at being a ghost. I'm like, okay. I'm like, sometimes I do not know. Now, the little nutcracker, he's going to be too big, so he ain't going to be able to fit. So we'll just do this one in a snowflake. Put this one down. And so we're going to see if our silver is good. Oh, no. I don't know if we're going to be able to get a little bit. So the best thing about this is that my silver is almost empty, right? Is that right now, being a designer, I get 40% off. And if any of you saw the message that I had sent out, right now, our entire website is on sale for an additional 25% off. So that means Cindy, who is a Perks member, she'll get her 30% off plus 25% off on top of that. And that, my friends, is a really good deal. And it is the entire site. So if you need paste or surfaces, or say Cindy wants to get the heat tool, all that stuff is on special right now. On special. I just want to see if I have any more other glitters. I'm going to see if this one is a little finer. I should ask my son what glitter he's using. Because, you know, glitter is the herpes in the craft world, right? It comes really easily. You can get it really easily, right? And once you have it, it stays around forever. No, I said no, I didn't make the hat. So we're going to set this over here. Make sure that I'm not fudging those up. And we're going to open up this pack. Let's make sure I don't have no glitter. So he said he stabbed the deer too. And the reason he stabbed the deer, because I asked, I said, so did you stab it so that it wouldn't run anymore? I did what the tracker was telling me. Oh, okay then. Yeah, my son was not very happy today. He can hunt down in Missouri right now. One, he has like 25 acres of land. And he had shot a deer, but he couldn't track it. And, well, he was tracking it, but couldn't find it. Oh my God, it cost $150 for the tracker. No wonder he asked if I would be up to letting him take a loan out or giving him an early Christmas present. Yeah. Because I know something else happened today too, like something happened with his coat or something. He was not having a good day. And he was just like, yeah. It's like, ooh, I hate it when he's like that because I feel horrible for him. It's like, I'm so sorry. And I said, well, you know, if I give you, I've already given you my Christmas present to you around the time of your birthday because you needed something. I said, and now this would be your brother's Christmas present to you if, you know, I can squeeze out a little bit more. And he's just like, it's good, whatever, you know, and I just felt really bad. He sent me pictures, but I can't really tell. I don't think he realizes that I'm live right now, but yeah, he just so much stuff is going on with him right now, and it's like, oh. And I didn't get back to him right away, and I said, sorry, I was on the phone with the doctors that, you know, when you have a special procedure, they, they will tell you, you know, like, okay, so we don't want you to eat, we don't want you to take this meds, this, you know, like there's so many things that you can and cannot do. And I was trying to get that all figured out, and he's like, just breathe, you can do it. And he's like, I'm so sorry, you have more, you know, stuff going on than worrying about that. And I'm just like, well, hey, I get it. But at least now I know the area that I have to go to, because I don't like when they just give me the Wausau Hospital address. Like, I'm sorry, but for those of you that don't know, Wausau's hospital is bigger than Theodore Clark and Nina. It's huge, you know, like that, huge. And I'm like, because I was just like, you know, screw this. I'm done waiting for them to call me. I called them, and this guy was so nice. He's like, no one's called you yet? And I said, no. I said, I just want to make sure that, you know, if he can't eat, I said, I want to make sure I know when, you know, when is the last time I can feed him. Is there certain meds I can give it to him? Because sometimes they don't want him taking certain, some of his blood pressure medication, which I don't understand. But when they tell me just don't, you know, give it to him, I don't. So the guy, he explained everything. And the actual tests are not what takes the longest. It's, they have to put a contrast dye in an IV for him, and they have to wait until that works through. And then for one of the other CT scan that they're doing, because they're doing two different ones, he has to drink stuff. And I don't know if you guys have ever tasted that stuff, but the last time he had to drink that stuff, he said it was horrible. And it was like a good amount that he had to drink. And he's like, can I ask, you know, like, is there a reason that you're asking if he can have like anxiety pills or something? He's like, because most people don't worry about that. And I said, well, let me tell you a little story. I said, the last time he had a CT scan and he was having it done on his heart, it was a stress test. That is when the power went out at our hospital. And like, I'm sitting in a pitch dark black room because they're trying to get power to all the machines that still need it. And yeah, he was actually in, he was in the machine when the power went off. So they're waiting until, you know, like the power kicks, the generators kick back in and everything. And then I'm like trying to find someone. I'm like, so like, what's going on? And his was the only machine that was still running. They just diverted it all to that one machine so that he would be able to get that test done. So I was like, boom. So it should be tomorrow. The guy said, I can guarantee you that if for some reason we'd lose power, he's like, you will not have any issues like that. So I said, okay, I'm going to take your word on this because, you know. But I know what door to go in now. I've been to that part of the hospital a few times, so I'm like familiar with that. And I was like, whew. Like just kind of knowing where I was going made a big difference, because if you park in the main hospital, they have little mini buses that run around the parking lot to pick you up to take you to the front entrance. That's how far back sometimes you got to park. And I don't like dropping him at the door, then going parking and having to walk back, because sometimes it can be like 20 minutes before you get back there, unless the bus is running and you can hop on the bus. So that's, 20 minutes of him sitting there by himself. And so this one, it's in section B, which is like the in-out surgery type place. And I will get him in the wheelchair. It depends on what the temperature is at that time, whether he will sit outside or I will put him inside. And then, ooh, that was close. I will then hurry up to him so that he's not out there forever by himself. So, yeah, so much stuff. Well, thank God the person running his machine was very nice. And she had used that time to, like, sometimes it got to readjust you and stuff. And so he really, like, it was bad, but not as bad as it could have been. So, yeah. Okay, so I'm just asking, if you were getting one of these pot holders, would you want candy in it? Would you want cookies in it? I don't know what to put in these ones, but I actually thought about putting the cookies and putting the cookie recipe with it. Because I know that they all enjoyed the cookies last year. Because they had said, well, if you make more and you got extra, you can always bring them in here. And I was like, oh, okay, so if I bake more, I could bring some of them in. Because normally you know, with grandkids and that I wouldn't have cookies left. But now that it's only Jason and I'm definitely not making cookies like I used to. Because I'd make a lot of those cookies. Which one was I using on this one? So, yeah, I might just do that. And the nice thing is that, you know, on the days that they are crazy busy at work, it's nice for them to have a little, like they can go in the back and eat these. You know, and those of you that don't know, I make like a spritz cookie, but with a butter recipe. So, I never put frosting on these cookies. I know some people love their frosting on cookies, but I hate that hard frosting. And they're little. They're not even the size of this lid. They are maybe a little bit bigger than this lid. I think a little bit bigger than this lid. And it is just one of those cookies. It's a recipe I found in the Post Crescent like so long ago. Like so long ago. Like my newspaper is so yellow from it. And in fact, it was when I was married, so we know that was like forever ago. And one year I made, you know, those big, at the time you could get the big popcorn tins that had like the 3 flavors in them, and they were big, right? I made like 3 of those up, and you can imagine this size of cookie. One of my cookie sheets, I could get 36 cookies. And yeah, so we'd have cookies coming out of our ears. But that's what all my friends got, was a plate of cookies. And then I would make my fudge. And then some years I did truffles, pretzels. I made candles for them. And I did candles, I did soap. I loved crafting for my friends, so we're going to gently set that on the laptop. We're going to close all these up because guess what? We have all of these done. But I need to close these up so I can shake that glitter off. And I don't want glitter in here. Really do need to try and clean this outer edge. This I'm not going to be able to do. Can I do it with scissors and not hurt myself? Ooh. I don't think I better try that tonight. So we're going to throw that one, throw that lid. And then, do you know that I still have green left? And this green here on the very edge, that will get hard in everything, and there's nothing I can really do about that. But the rest of it down in here will stay good. Because it will, I will fold it over and it will form like a little seal, and it'll be good to go, because there's probably enough to do one small like tree, like, yeah. So this is why I love chalk, is that you can make gifts. And if, like I said, if you're not going to wash these, then you could just use the paste. I'm going to have to get me some more of these, because I gotta make sure that I didn't get no mess on my pretty new healing mat. So now when I go to paint, I got to get the old one out so that I won't make a big mess. So we're going to take the tree and turn it upside down and flick it. And look how cute that turned out. See, so something you can get, I actually got these at the Dollar Tree, but you can get them from, you know, like Amazon. And then you can just stuff them with whatever. And then we have our snowman. I gotta put these though so that they're still not squished together or nothing. Get out of my way. And then this was the one tree. Oh, look how pretty this one turned out. With that finer glitter. Finer glitter. And this is your snowflaker. And you can see the snowflaker is the little bit bigger. My son just sends me a thing. Make sure you don't post about it yet, please, about his deer. I just talked about it. I didn't post it. And maybe you guys aren't even listening to me, so. And then your Dear Santa, I can explain. The elf made me do it. And I don't know if you guys heard. Oh, where is that? We brought back some of our best-selling transfers. The elf made me do it is one of them. This big one here. Oh, that one don't want to stay there, so we're going to put that there. Now let's get the little bell. So they brought back quite a few of our classic ones. Look how pretty that one is. And then I will heat set these. So that's going to make sure that that glitter doesn't go anywhere. And there you go. Look how cute. What deer? What do you... Oh, yeah, right. What deer? So then, normally I would put this back in. I normally save my glitter. If I can save it, I do. But that one just was all mixed in. I was like, yeah, no. So now I could have taken like a pattern and put a pattern behind here. But what I still might do is take some of them and put like some of the one snowflakes around there. But maybe somebody likes the more simple ones, right? So this is for the staff at the clinic. And then, so I have these started. So then I'm not like rushing around trying to make cookies and tags and stuff these. I at least have part of it done. And, you know, I think any little part that you can get started on for Christmas is huge. So I want to tell you a little bit more. So, for those of you, we did a launch, which means, what the hell is going on with this hair? So in this launch, we have some of our best transfers from years before. And then on top of that, we have the 25% off site-wide. So like for Cindy, maybe her girls say, Mom, what do you want for Christmas? Cindy could say, hey, if I show you some stuff on the website, you know, you could pick it up for me. But they would be better to give Cindy the money, because Cindy gets 30% off. Then she'd get 25% off on top of that. If her daughters would just buy it, they would only get 25% off. So, if you are not a Perks member, this is a perfect time to sign up to be a Perks member, because you'll get the 30% off and the 25% off, which is huge. And of course, for me, being a designer, I get the 40% off plus the 25%. And it's off everything. So, I really don't need anything though. Maybe, I don't know. I can probably look at my paste and ink just to make sure that I have colors for the holiday season. Because they just recently had Transfer Palooza, buy 3, get 1 free. And thank God I have almost all of the previous transfers, so I can show you all of those as well. So, you know, that's like really great. I did find out too that if you do LED lights or a black light, of course your stuff is going to glow even more. So for Cindy, her granddaughter's got the Halloween totes. If she puts some out in the sunlight, that's even better. And leave them out as many days as you can. And if not, if you have like some LED lights that you could, let's see what we can do here. Put those LED lights, a black light, if you have like a light for an aquarium or a grow light, that will also help them too. So there's so many ways to make yours glow in the dark glow. And the best part is with glow in the dark, like some of them is that, I want to see if this one will do. I put this one in my window today to try and see if it would charge a little bit. We haven't had a lot of sun. It was mostly partly cloudy again, but I was kind of hoping that we'd have more so that I could show you these. I'm gonna put it right on top of this one and see if we can make it do. And so even if you didn't chalk these this year, as long as you charge them, they will still glow in the dark. The one picture in Jason's room, as long as his lights are on, it charges them because they're in the dark path of the light. So at night when I go in there, there's little paw prints on a sign. All I can see is a paw print. So I hope that you guys had a great night. Thanks for putting up with me and my raspiness and everything, because I know that must just sound lovely. And I will not be on tomorrow night because my new favorite show is starting. Georgie and Mandy's first marriage. And then Friday is the new Reba McEntire show. Last night I got caught up in watching Reba McEntire, my favorite, right? Michael Bublé. And then Snoop and Gwen Stefani. I didn't care for Gwen. She just seemed so, maybe snooty was the word. So, yeah. So, before I knew it, I was like, ooh, I need to get into bed because it's late. And it was still almost 1 o'clock before I got to sleep because it was too warm. Because our heat's paid for in our rent. So, I had turned our heat on because, you know, 25 degrees in the morning is really cold. But at night, it's quite warm. So, you sleep with your window open and hope that you can get it to cool off. So we will turn lights off real quick and see. Ziggy, light off. Okay. So Friday, I might go on a little early just so that I can watch Reba. Man, so much light. I need to be able to turn those back lights off. Oh. Yeah. So you can see that mostly the moon and that, and see it's hard to see the shirt, but I do have my black lights will be here soon, so that I will be able to show you guys that too. But I know it's hard to tell that the moon is glowing, but it is. So hope you guys have a great night. I'm going to go wash all this stuff so that, see, I wish you guys, hey, thanks, Holly. Like, do you see how the white is, this is glowing? See, I know there's so much light back here, yeah. So I hope that you guys had a great night, and I'm challenging you guys to go to my website and find a transfer that you would like to see me do, and then put it in the comments. So I'm going to add my website down here, and then you guys can go check it out. And then you guys can tell me what you think. Of course, because my name is so big, it doesn't fit all on there. Chuck Designs. So I am, so it's HTTP, the www.chalkcouture.com/ Lady LJL Chalk Designs. Go there, look at the transfers, and then put a transfer in the comments. We will chitty-chat with you all later. Thanks again for coming in. Thanks for having conversation with me. And please like, share, and subscribe. And I will chat with you all later. Good night. Bye now.